In this segment, Stephanie Miller is joined by Glenn Kirschner. Together, the two catch us up on all the latest developments on all the Trump trials.
But she said one thing that got me. She said Kamala has one big advantage. She's a very beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman. So I decided to go back and reread the clause. I'm not saying he's not, but I say that I am much better looking than her. I think I'm much better. Much better. I'm a better looking person than Kamala. No, I couldn't believe it. She said, you know, I had never heard that one. They said, no, her biggest advantage is that she's a beautiful woman. I'm going, huh. I never thought of that. I'm better looking than she is.
So let's talk about Arizona. So Jenna Ellis agrees to cooperate. You tweet with Arizona prosecutors. Could this mean Trump will go from unindicted co-conspirator to indicted defendant in Arizona election case? And you also tweeted, interestingly, an Arizona grand jury wanted to indict Trump, but prosecutors told them no. Talk to us about, because I've heard that she got a really generous deal, didn't she? Because she was first, as you prosecutors always say. So what does that mean for Trump, Giuliani, whatever?
Yeah, so first of all, it was a bit of a dagger through this old prosecutor's heart when I saw the grand jury wanted to indict Donald Trump. Why? Because they saw the evidence of his crimes.
Because he's guilty?
They said, we vote to indict him. And the prosecutors in Arizona said, not so fast. We don't know if we have enough evidence. And here is the reporting. They told the grand jurors, we don't know if we have enough evidence at this moment. And the reason that is a rational thing for prosecutors to do is because grand jurors only need to conclude there's probable cause. That's about 50%. It's really a tick below 50% of the evidence. Probable cause that Donald Trump committed crimes, but the prosecutors then need to take that indictment, build it to beyond a reasonable doubt, the highest burden known to the criminal law, and prove it at trial. There's a chasm of evidentiary proof between those two standards, probable cause and beyond a reasonable doubt. So I'm not mad at the prosecutors.
Yeah.
They said, wait, at this moment, we might not be there. Well, guess what? This moment has perhaps come because Jenna Ellis, one of Donald Trump's dirty lawyers, flipped and agreed to testify truthfully, fully, and accurately against Donald Trump, Rudy Giuliani, Mark Meadows, and all the other co-defendants out in Arizona. So the moment has perhaps come when the prosecutors do have enough evidence and they can present it to another grand jury and they can get an indictment. And I agree with you. They gave her a sweetheart deal because she had 9 indicted charges against her, Jenna Ellis, and the prosecutors sat down with her and had what's called a debriefing, or they call it a free talk in Arizona, where Jenna Ellis got to download all of the evidence she had about the crimes of others and the crimes she committed. They recorded that. There's a recording of it. Lordy, there are tapes. They locked it in and they said, this is so valuable regarding the evidence you bring to the table against the bigger criminal fish. We are willing to give you a non-prosecution agreement. Get rid of all 9 of your felony charges as long as you testify truthfully against the bigger criminal fish. What that tells me, Steph, yes, that's a sweetheart deal. And I'm sure they have her information and evidence corroborated 8 ways to Sunday, so the jury will not have to rely on her word alone when she takes the stand and testifies. But what it tells me is she had to present some really blockbuster incriminating information against Trump, Giuliani, Meadows, and the others. So it's a good development.
Lightning round. I had to, it's like I always have to think like of all the crimes. I'm like, oh, I need to write this down. So Georgia, sentencing in New York, hush money case, and classified documents. Give us a quick lightning round on those 3.
Yeah, I think we're going to go to sentencing in September in New York. I think Judge Merchan's going to impose jail time. The question is, does he stay execution of the sentence? In other words, does he order him to prison, or does he say, I'm going to leave you out pending appeal? I don't want to speculate on that because I can't say how that's going to shake out, but I do believe he's going to get a sentence to jail time. Georgia, we're in it for the long haul. A couple of years from now, we'll still be talking about the Georgia State RICO prosecutions, but Fani Willis is going to keep those things moving forward as best the appellate courts let her move those things forward. Classified documents down in Florida, Aileen Cannon will be reversed. Her decision to just throw out the classified documents case, she will be reversed. That case will probably have to run up through the Supreme Court. But think about this. Only one justice, Clarence Thomas, said, I think there's a problem with special counsel, Aileen, so why don't you pick up on my separate opinion and get rid of it. He's the only judge None of the other judges joined that opinion.
Wait
so
a
I think
minute.
we survive in the Supreme Court.
What a weird coincidence, and he's the only one whose wife was actively involved in the insurrection. Oh, that's a weird coincidence. Yeah, okay. By the way, when is the debate? September 10th? When's the sentencing? Oh my God, your dream could come true, Glenn, when you said he's going to debate through the glass, through the prison, like the glass. She'll have to visit him, like in...
Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah.
Yes, no, but also, what else? Dead Man Walking. Like, she'll have to debate him through glass. No? When's the sentencing? Do we know?
September 7th?
September 6th?
Sixth.
Is it
Oh!
the 6th or the 6th? Or the
Perfect.
16th?
I think it's the
can't remember.
16th. I think it's the
16th.
16th.
Perfect.
So it's
Glenn
after
Kirschner
Okay.
jokes come
After.
true.
It's after
Oh.
the debate.
Oh.
Sorry to